Hello everyone and welcome to the Koch File. So we're going to dive right into this. I'm going to do a react to men. Ugh men, I guess it's supposed to be saying. But yeah, I know she did a bunch of videos. Some got taken down and everything, and I'm not even going to do a reaction to those. So let's get into this. The house is still looking clean. She's going up to her bedroom.
It stinks in here.
I can imagine.
Ugh.
Kudos for keeping the house clean. Good job.
Hi. My lipstick's coming off. I gotta look out for you guys.
You look fine, Chantal. You don't need to reapply your lipstick. It actually looked fine.
You know what? I'm over it.
Oh, she's over it, guys.
Let's just bees. Let's just hamburgerize bees and go to bed.
Yes, because we know that solves all problems, right?
Forget about it. You know what? Yeah, Lori girl.
Because everybody's like, what did I miss? What did I miss?
I'm a roll one. Roll one for me. I hope my edibles kick in soon. Jessica Burnett, welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set, bees! Megan, too, welcome to Very Important Beezers. Ready, set. Edibles hit. Gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind.
That's not a good coping mechanism.
Yeah. I do miss. It would be right, Marissa? Like, how fitting. That's what I think about whenever I take edibles and I'm sad. I'm pathetic. Like, get on with your life. You have other men who want to meet you. Really nice men who have bath bombs. And all you can think about is one person. I don't know why. I know, I was with him every day for weeks, and then all of a sudden, just because people fucking harassing you, the same people, tell them to fuck off and, like, move on. Like, block them. You know? Like...
So I'm guessing she's talking about these women who are now in contact with Dom and have had continual contact with him and had presented that to Chantal.
Anyway.
I mean, he doesn't have to block them, right? Because they don't have a relationship in a traditional sense. So I don't know why he would have to block them. I think it's just annoying for her.
It wouldn't. Nothing.
Yeah, so Ashley Lamborghini wrote, when people manipulate you, it completely distorts your reality. Absolutely. And sometimes you don't even realize you're being manipulated until you step away.
Hi, Pashi.
Scapegoat wrote, he's a creep. Yeah, he's probably a creep. But she's, you know,
My
creepy
emotional
herself.
glue trap. Yeah.
What you exude is what you attract.
I don't have closure.
You don't need closure.
It ended so ugly, and then he fucking blocked me, and I blocked him. I know.
Move on. Just move
I
on.
know this. And he doesn't.
So, Almna, I guess that's how you pronounce her name. I'm sorry if I'm chopping it up. She wrote, not to affirm any kind of toxic masculinity, but I know men who don't even know what a bath bomb is. What does that have to do with toxic masculinity? I think that's used very loosely these days.
Want me to talk about it? My eyeliner. I don't want it to mess up. That's why.
Bird legs, or maybe better to have things end sooner than later. You would be in deeper. Yeah, that's very true. It's good you catch it early because once you get deep into a relationship and those things manifest, and then you're like, oh my gosh.
I do feel like I deserve to be treated better, though, in a way, honestly.
Okay, true. We all should be treated well, but you also have to look at how you treat others, because a lot of what comes at us is a reflection of how we treat others, is how people treat us.
Well, he's probably just really pissed about everything that's happened.
Frey, so let's read this one. So Fran Blay wrote, narcissistic people don't like the truth out there. Chantal herself has narcissistic behaviors. I mean, she really does think everything revolves around her. Let's see what Trisha... You will find someone that makes you feel loved and wanted without the baggage and undeserved
You'll find someone that
aggression.
makes you feel loved and wanted without all the baggage. Yeah, Trish, thank you.
Queenish said, you don't owe him anything. That's true, and he doesn't owe her anything. We have to keep in mind this was a casual encounter that manifested into a warped delusion in her mind of a relationship. You're too pretty, you deserve better. That's from Esme Rosalie's.
You've been in the same
Being pretty,
situation.
is one thing, but what's her character like?
Thank you, Esme.
How does she treat other people?
Lindsay. So if I deserve better, why am I not good enough?
No, it's not that. It's how you treat others.
Girls, they're like 60, these women. And they're like in love with him or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, see, Ashley Lamborghini says it starts with you and knowing your worth. She does not know her worth. She needs to get real with herself and love herself.
My hair fibers.
Raquel Monique wrote, to be honest, I felt like he was taking you down a dark path mentally. Yeah, but she put herself in that situation as well. So Trish says, part of the narcissistic game is they keep you chasing the way they made you feel in the beginning. Yeah, that's exactly what Chantal did. Thank you for pointing that out. Even though I know you're talking about the Dom, but that's Chantal. She does this pull and pull and push and pull and push with him.
She's a mean girl posse. It's friggin' Dom fangirls.
Dom fangirls, please.
I have to figure out how to unblock it.
Oh, here we go with the blocking, people.
I already explained that, so I'm just going to ignore messages like that. So save your money, okay?
Oh, she's getting feisty.
Maybe you feel rejected, and the only way to stop that feeling is him wanting you back. It's not going to stop.
Well, there's also that thing called trauma bonding, but I don't know the whole story to even say if that's a viable thing for her. The way a person treats you is not a reflection on you, but on them. No, there's a little, here we go. When you treat people a certain way,
you get mad at me. Like,
when you treat someone if you treat people a certain way, that's a type of type of thing you're going to attract towards yourself. So if you treat yourself good and love yourself, people around you are going to feel that off of you. If you, don't, you're going to get that type of reaction.
He's fucking crazy.
Or company.
Anyway, I don't want to start. I don't want to start because
she doesn't want to start talking because she knows she's going to divulge too much.
I did nothing other than that. He doesn't believe me it was a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. He's absolutely right.
I just
acknowledge it.
I never want to fight. I always am so nice.
You're always wanting to fight.
So obviously.
Wait, this is coming from someone who blows up his phone, shows up stalking at his house, is constantly having fights with him, storming out, breaking up with him over the phone when she's in a driveway. I believe a lot of this arguing or even the instigating of arguing is coming from her behaviors.
He'd never like me that way, even though he's want a relationship. Obviously you don't.
She's so confusing.
Anyway, I am really hurt, and I'm just saying how I feel because it affects my...
See, she's continuously telling us that she's really hurt is because she's still communicating with this guy. Now, I haven't watched the previous videos, so I don't know if she confessed to it or whatever, but I'm going to assume she didn't yet. But she's still seeing him. That's why she's still so emotionally tied to this, because they're still having this back and forth going on. I can almost guarantee it.
Mood and why should I'm not I should not have to beg you, not beg you, but chase you to see me. You should just want to. And then there's there's men I'm talking to that are so much nicer and would probably give me what I want, what I need.
Oh, what I want. And she goes, what I need.
But it's I can't help how I feel. It's frustrating, feeling something that you don't have control over,
Can I tell you, Chantal, you're racked with so many thoughts because you have nothing else preoccupying your mind. So you stay on the lives, you continuously talk about this guy, you talk about the relationship, you talk about all this stuff. And it's just all consuming. It's all you talk about, it's all you do, it's all that is in your life. You have to find outside interests, hobbies, do things that you have passion for. Go to the beach. Why didn't you go to the beach? Go by yourself. Do something that brings you joy to your life. You're not going to find it through this guy. Or through anybody.
I just want to see him,
She wants to see him. Oh my God.
He doesn't even care.
I mean, would any of you want to see somebody you're constantly fighting with? I don't get it.
Yeah.
God, she looks like she's going to give a big belch any minute now.
I had to say bye. I need a rebound. I do need a rebound. Then I'll get attached to that guy now?
This guy was your rebound. Come on. This was all supposed to be fun and play. I remember when he got all into this and you were like, oh, I just want to have something casual. I don't want to tie anything down. I don't want to have a relationship. I want to be free. I want to do my own thing. I don't want someone controlling me. But yet you're trying to control him. Do something with your life, Chantal. Do something productive.
Marissa.
And stop talking about this stuff constantly. I feel like I should eat more. I
wanted to kick in. I just want to
Yeah, she wants to get high as a kite
so bad.
And eat as much food as possible. This is going to solve all her problems. Because it's such a good, excellent coping skill to have. To feed into your anxiety with substances and food.
I'm trying to move on, but I just can't, like, get into these other guys.
Well, maybe if you stop talking to Dom, you could get
maybe
over it.
Maybe one. Like a new hobby.
Like, look, there are people who can break up and stay very civil and fine together as friends and be happy for each other and all this stuff. There are situations like that. But it's obvious in her particular situation, all this happened over a short duration of time, and she is completely overwhelmed with emotion. In this type of scenario, you kind of need to, like, back away at least, several months or something like that. Just completely shut out, so that you can emotionally get over the situation or the person. Yeah.
Like
She's
what?
constantly talking to him, talking about him.
I have to force myself to like something.
I have to force myself to like something.
I just want to sit here and cry about boys.
Boys, men. Men, Chantal, men. They're not boys, they're men.
I am on meds for anxiety.
But are you being consistent with it? Because we know you weren't being consistent. That is not your medication, Chantal.
More time needs to pass before you stop feeling for Dom. I know.
Okay, we all know Chantal is much more severely mentally ill than what weed can do. Okay, like it can curb your anxiety and stuff. But she really has it bad. Okay, like she needs to take prescription medication, which is fine. I hate when she's saying, like, oh yeah, I have medication for my anxiety, weed. That isn't the medication. That just takes the edge off, okay? Let's get real.
Maybe I'm idealizing him. Like, maybe I idealized him, and now I can't get that perception of who I think he is. And he's not that person,
Oh, honey, you had the whole thing imagined in your mind. You totally, made a huge story out of it.
Edibles make my anxiety worse.
Yeah, that can happen to people.
I idealized him. %30 off. I had some edibles. Male escort, do you remember that?
Oh yeah, remember when she was on that kick? I'm gonna get a male escort, get a hotel room.
We have to laugh. Oh my god, yes. Call out my name. Call out
oh god, no.
Way. And
so Chetney wrote, you're processing those emotions and blaming yourself for a lot of his issues. It's just a way to be mean to yourself. I don't know, how genuine or deep these emotions are that are riding on her right now. I don't know her that well to even say that. But let me pull up that. Okay, let me see here. I mean, she did do quite a bit in this relationship to make it toxic. It takes two, right? Stranger with candy. But Chantal, if it makes you feel any better, I'm 32 and have never had anyone love me. LOL.
That's not true, stranger with candy.
Yeah, don't say things like that. Jesus. I'm sure your parents loved you.
Sauble Beach. Doxing was his deal breaker.
Chetney, right? You put a lot of energy into something that involves someone else's free will. That sucks when it doesn't turn out in your favor. Yeah, that's the point. Travada. I guess doxing was his deal breaker. Absolutely.
No, I know. Yeah. Think so?
Life and Stuff said, Chantal, you didn't love him. You were in love with the way he made you feel about yourself. Yeah, there's probably a lot of truth to that. Page Master wrote, I think you should be able to share if it helps. We've all been stuck inside, so the internet has been an escape. He's got to understand that. Plus, we care
No,
about
it's just
you.
like, why are you
please.
believing these people over me? Like, he gets really moody. Like, anyway.
Oh, so maybe these individuals communicating with Dom are giving him more information about Chantal and how she is on her channel? Maybe. That's what she means?
A lot of my fans did message him, though, and were like, you cheater! I mean, we weren't, like, we're not a couple. We weren't together, so.
So you notice how she smiled when she said that, right? That her members went and actually sent messages to Dom, calling him a cheater and flipping out on him and stuff like that. And she seems very okay with that. That seems like it's cool. Keep doing it, guys.
But still, at the same time, a lot of other fish that I don't want right now. I don't care.
So she's saying right now there's plenty of fish, but I don't want them right now. However, she's talking to multiple men. Okay.
About them. I guess I just have to wait. Yeah, only time can heal wounds. Especially with breakups, you know? I know how crazy people are. Yeah. He doesn't trust me. I don't trust him either, at all.
So, Chantal, why would you worry about trusting someone you're just having a casual relationship with? That's just a wham bam, thank you, ma'am type of deal. You indicated that you were not interested in being in a relationship. When you met this guy, it was simply a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. We're going to have some fun, lots of sex, lots of drugs, lots of food. Let's do it. Then he turned it into this monster of a story. And suddenly it was like you were in a relationship hunting him down.
At all. If you tell me you're gonna call me and then you don't all night, and then call me the next day and say you're sleeping, I don't believe you.
So maybe he did. Maybe he did. What does it matter to you if you trust him?
Maybe he was looking for any reason to cut you off completely. That's what it feels like. Like, if you're gonna be all, like, okay 1 minute, and then... I don't even want to talk about it. I have a theory, but I'm not going to.
So we're 24 minutes into it. She keeps saying she doesn't want to talk about it, yet she keeps telling us more.
I'm just not going to talk about him, because I don't want to make things worse.
Just saying it again.
But
we know you're going to tell us more. So we're waiting.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, just be honest, like, if that's what you want.
He was honest with you. When you first met, the agreement was wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Lots of drugs, lots of sex, lots of food.
Cheeseburger, I love you too.
You made it into a lot more than it actually was. It's a lot of pressure on a person who's just looking for a casual relationship. You were a handful to him.
Anyway.
He was just looking for sex.
Yeah, he would, Lucy Lou. Hi, Page Master. No, I was just missing them. Sorry. Yeah, I have no right to judge people on their teeth. Look at my friggin' body's not perfect.
Yeah. Yet you always judge people's appearance. It's very interesting.
I want to tell you guys what happens because I want your opinion, but I don't want to talk about him because I don't want him to be
It's
mad. He might
killing
be
her.
watching right now.
It is
And
killing
people
her.
send him, Chantal's talking about you. Watch.
And you see people are saying, tell us, tell us.
Watch. PC has a mole inside a mole. Outweigh the assholes, please. Tell him I miss him. And I'm sorry for doxing him. I'm just kidding. No, don't. I'm only joking.
No, so
I'm
you
eating
know
some
people are
pickled
going to send
popcorn
him
in your
that.
honor. Oh my god,
That
recipes!
message.
I need to come over. You need to cook for me. All your food is... That's probably part of his problem, you know? Like, I'm talking about him in a negative way. So everybody sees him negative. You felt...
So you talk about him in a negative way. So are you saying that you now regret talking about him in a negative way? That those negative things you pointed out weren't actually happening at the moment? So you were lying? Do tell more.
I did. Hi, Bobby Joe. Yeah, for the...
Nancy Taylor was saying, I really want you to tell us whatever it is you are not telling us. We're trying. Keep it up. Now she's going to start spacing out now as the weed's kicking
I feel
in.
so
How far are
bad.
we
I'm
into
like
this?
totally leading
An
this
hour.
French guy on.
You feel bad about meeting the French guy?
Beer cheese?
Okay, so she's sitting up now.
Please help, I'm hearing them coming for me now.
She's refreshing her makeup.
I'm not getting anal probe for you. I don't even know you.
Oh my god, okay, never mind.
Shit out of... Sit! Please!
Oh god. Okay. Alright, so she obviously left us for... Let's see how far. 40. Okay, so she left everybody for 10 minutes in the live. She's so nice. She's so thoughtful of our time. God bless you, Chantal.
This is really comfortable.
You're an amazing person. Well, she didn't take a shower, right? So she took a dump? God only knows.
For your viewing pleasure this evening.
Oh, please. Stop.
You can leave your hat on.
Just don't like that red lipstick on her. It's too red. Like her skin tone. I don't know. It just looks so... too much. Well, now it looks darker. Maybe she
ready, set, bees!
I wish she'd stop shaking her arm like that.
I like getting high and playing with makeup.
Playing with makeup.
Seriously, like, people ask me that all the time. What are your hobbies? I like to get high and play with makeup.
Those are not hobbies. Makeup could be a hobby, but getting high is not a hobby. Oh my god, that's going to be a crap show right here. Okay. So is she getting ready? Well, obviously she's refreshing her makeup. She must have taken a shower or something. So, what the hell did she do to her eyes? The hell is that?
Oops. Never mind.
What in the world?
Do you dare me to go out in public like this someday?
No, no, please don't.
This is the ultimate way to mess up your eyeliner.
Okie dokie.
AMC, welcome to Very Important.
All right, so I'm going to stop this one here because I'm going to move on to the next one. I'll do it as a separate video. But so basically she's going through the yo-yos of emotions. She feels like she can do better. She still has not seen her own actions and how that kind of fueled that toxicity that was going on there. But I'm going to move on to the next one. Hopefully I can get that up tonight. But thank you so much for joining me. If you liked the video, hit like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks. Bye.